So here I am, reviewing the Skoda Kodiaq in my hometown. Hit that subscribe button if you want to find out all about this car. Skoda Kodiaq. Not like an ordinary Kodiaq, but a one called a Sportline Kodiaq. So it gets, the alloys are a little bit different and it gets that kind of a chin bit on it, and it looks a little meaner, a little more aggressive in the look, and the seats inside are different as well. So there is a good few changes now, not into the engine. It's a 190 brake horsepower diesel unit that goes into it as well, the same as the rest of the range. But there's a big problem. You can't buy it. You can't get it. I have that one. That's already sold. It's sold out. Sorry. You know what that means also though? This is a bloody good car. You see, last year Skoda entered the Irish Car of the Year and lost the overall award by a single vote. One vote. 3008 won it last year from Peugeot. I'm not sure Skoda have gotten over that. Really, it was in that single vote that changed how everybody felt about this car. I thought it could have won. I voted for it. I think it was a better car, and I still think it's a better car than the Peugeot 3008. Now, that's not to say the 3008 isn't a good car. The 5008 is much closer competitor to this car. 3008 is only a 5-seat, 5-door hatchback. This is a 5-door hatchback, 7-seat. It still has a very decent boot in it when it's got its full 7 seats up. For the whole weekend, I've been driving around in this car with the kids in the back. I mean, full to the back. 2 here, 3 there, 2 there. And it's worked perfectly. Let me just demonstrate. Here's me in the middle row. Easy, loads of legs room. Simple stuff, right? Watch how you get in the back seat. Click up the switch, roll it forward, into the back, here we go. Sit in the back seat, pull it back up again. Room, just about headroom. Have enough. Can you see me back here? Then of course there's the driver's seat too, by the way. So driving a Kodiaq, this is the 7-speed DSG as well, by the way, and it's powered by a 190 horsepower diesel. So it's not going to be, it was never going to be special, right? It was never going to be a race car. Not like Sabine Schmidt and going around a Nürburgring in one of these things in its sort of RS form. Will it happen? Will it be a car? Yeah, probably. Skoda have a habit of doing some really oddball things. So you do get a lot of visual stuff, right, as a sort of a standard. But crucially, missing from this one here is active cruise control and electric tailgate. Those things that I noticed in the last Kodiaq that I had were in it. They're not in this one. And there's a damn good reason behind that, and it's pricing. And also we got another problem. There's a thing called WLTP, which is going to absolutely bite our arses very shortly, because it's going to change the price of cars forever. It's also going to change the price of tax and CO2 emissions and so on, because it's a different way of monitoring how much CO2 emissions and pollutants and stuff come out of a car. And it's actually going to attack things like hybrid cars, which are going to be under attack, and of course diesel cars. Now, it's not a big step, but it is for sure. It is, the price of cars are going up, not down. And this is an incredibly big 7-seat, proper 7-seat car with what looks like about 200 to 300 litre left of a boot. Useful space on her. We're not talking about the actual measurement space, but maybe 250, 300 litres of useful space in the boot still, even with all 7 seats up. And yet it feels quite nimble on the road. It's not a big lumping thing to drive. It's quite enjoyable. It's very cruisy. I have a good touchscreen system. I have Apple CarPlay. I have dual zone climate control. I have a decent dash layout, a really good seat position. These seats are so incredibly comfortable. I don't know what it is. So Skoda are making good maneuvers towards their cars. The lineup is solid at the moment. I mean, king of the range is this one, the Kodiaq. Kodiaq is right in there with it as well. I still love the Skoda Superb, particularly the State Farm. I judged the competition yesterday in Pilsen Auto for the Skoda Octavia RS. It's going to be a really interesting 12 months with WLTP on the way, and with changes in the automotive system, with people looking for different ways of powering their cars, which include electricity, hybrid, petrol, diesel, new diesel engines, Euro 6, Euro 7, and just all this stuff that's happening. And it really is all happening at once. And hopefully Skoda won't fall behind, particularly because if they concentrate terribly on marketing and not enough on product, that's what happens too. So to round it off, the Kodiaq is my favourite of the Skoda range by a fair amount. And this Sportline version does add some visual nice items. If you don't want to pay for the visual, you can always pay for active cruise control, electric tailgates and things like that, which are useful items, by the way. This does have cruise control. It has a flappy paddle box, 7-speed DSG, and it has a manual tailgate, so you lift it up by yourself. Not a big deal, but it is nice to have the electric one there. So would I buy a Sportline for visual stuff? Yeah, it looks deadly on the road, really does, particularly in this colour with those kind of alloys that are on it as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully by now you have subscribed and can spread the word of this little beautiful community we've got going on here of motoring heads. Hopefully you will join me in the next episode. So until the next time, I will see you on the far side.